we'll see how I make it through this. Feel like I'm losing my mind. Good morning, guys. I just got back from walking dogs and I biked there, so it's like my exercise for the day. And I also had to go get some groceries, so I stopped at Trader Joe's and I got all the spinach in the world. This ridiculously good looking bread. It's a cheddar cheese roasted garlic bread, so a little naughty. Cilantro, mushrooms, coffee. Trader Joe's is the best deal on coffee. Half and half. Green beans, sausage, carnitas, cumin, a lime, minced garlic, green onion, and one of these big old guys. This is a grapefruit flavored sparkling water. And that's it. So I'm gonna put all this stuff away, have some breakfast. I have a lot of things going through my head right now and I wanted to share them with you guys, and hopefully I can articulate what exactly I'm thinking and feeling right now. While I'm not looking at the camera, I'm actually looking at the computer, which you guys are on top of right now, and I'm uploading yesterday's vlog. I actually wasn't even gonna do like a real vlog today. I was thinking of just uploading something from China because I just wasn't like feeling it. But there's actually reasons behind why I'm not really like feeling it, and I thought it would be helpful to some of you guys if I shared my own struggles or whatever. It's not like I'm like struggling that hard, but whatever. I have been questioning everything for the last week, maybe. I think it's because I've spent so much of my time for the last like 2 months applying to jobs that I don't necessarily like dream of having. There's one job in particular that sounds amazing, sounds like a huge learning opportunity, super into the idea of having that job. And I'm still in the running for it, so I'll keep you updated. But pretty much everything else that I've been applying to, I've been like, I don't care. Like, I really just don't care. And that brings me back to the question of like, what do I want in life and what am I doing? Is my business viable? Like all these kinds of things. So I've just been questioning everything, and that's not abnormal. Of course, I talked about that a lot in my daily vlogs in June about just being like conflicted and being like spread out too thin, doing too many things, really overwhelmed, can't decide what I want. Okay, whatever, that's fine. Really what it boils down to, the heart of that, like why I'm having trouble making decisions like that, is because I'm afraid. I am Lauren with lots of fear, not Lauren without fear right now. I'm very fearful. I'm fearful because I feel a sense of obligation and a strong desire to contribute financially to my husband and I's life, but at the same time, I'm struggling with this strong desire to not get stuck in the same routine that I had been in for years and years, where I just do a 9-to-5 job and I come home and have like an hour of solid time with my husband at most. Really just like a battle of trying to get enough sleep and also not letting a job drive me insane. So I really am thankful that I took this huge risk of like quitting my job more than a year and a half ago to go to China. There were things that I was blind to while I was in that job, things like emotionally and developmentally in my own life that like I didn't really like pay attention to or realize were happening, and I was really unhappy. I was like a zombie almost in a lot of different ways. Like, of course there were moments in my job that I loved. I got to meet so many cool artists and go to so many like shows, and I was dealing with music, and working in radio is pretty fun, and you know, the morning show is so silly and crazy. But the reality of it was that I was going into work for a job where I really had no hope of like getting any kind of like raise, financially speaking, or getting into a position that would consume less of my soul. It was like the pay would increase a little bit, but my soul would probably shrivel up over time, because I just, you know, I saw it in other people in the office, and I didn't want that for myself. So I am thankful that I left, but now I'm in this weird place of like looking for work in a field that's very competitive without the true passion behind it, because I don't want to work towards someone else's dream. I want to work towards my own dream. I want a more like fluid lifestyle. I want to be able to have some days where I work like a maniac and some days where I just laze around and don't do much. I want to like control my own schedule, and my dream that I've been thinking about for the last few days is just like, you know what I really want is I want my own little commune. I want like a little world of my own. I want to build my own home where I have kids and I have pets and I kind of manage that little commune life. I have really strong motherly instincts, and so I really have a strong desire to like care for things. And so that desire is very strong, but in order to get to that place, there has to be a certain amount of financial stability. And living in the Bay Area makes it extra complicated and difficult. So I'm just like, I don't know, taking steps backwards and backwards in my head, thinking, what am I doing? What do I care about? Why am I making things complicated for myself? If my immediate concern is financial stability, then what am I doing? You know, I don't know. Maybe I should consider selling life insurance for a couple years, you know? But it's just so soul-sucking, and I don't know. I'm just questioning everything. And I know a lot of you guys found my vlogs from my China advice. And a lot of the money that I make from blogging actually comes from people who find me on Pinterest, go to my blog, and purchase a VPN or something through an affiliate link that I have on there, finds my YouTube channel that way. I know that that's a way to make money, is by focusing more on advice for living in China as somebody who doesn't speak Chinese, basically. But I kind of had this fork in the road where I had to choose, is my focus more anxiety or is my focus more China? And I chose the anxiety route because that's what I'm more passionate about. And I will always make videos about anxiety because it's part of my life. I remember there's this comment a while back that someone said, I love your channel, but the anxiety branding is cringe. And I was laughing because it's not just branding. That is my life. I am a very anxious person. More days than not, I have a lot of anxiety. So whatever. It's a matter of figuring out how to move forward, and I just feel like lost and paralyzed and confused. I don't know. I just want to be happy, and the only person I'm really trying to impress in any of this is Eric. Obviously, I care what my parents think, but I don't really care much, and I hope you guys don't take this the wrong way, but I don't really care about what people say about my life in the comments. I care about my friends and my family, and above all else, what my husband thinks. And it's hard because I know that I'm a little bit more of like a kind of a hippie, free-spirited kind of person than he is. So if it weren't for him, I probably wouldn't have stayed in the Bay Area because it's just so expensive that I know that I couldn't achieve what I want as quickly. So I probably would have ended up moving to a cheaper city somewhere. I've always considered Austin. Austin is somewhere we love and we've totally considered moving to someday if the Bay Area housing market doesn't change. And we love it here, and I've got a great friend group. Don't get me wrong, I'm really happy here. It's just that I'm trying to figure out the pathway from right now to my future, and money is this huge roadblock that I'm having a lot of trouble passing over right now. I can't grapple with money and passion in a successful way. I'm just, I don't know. I'm deeply afraid of getting into a job and becoming complacent and not chasing the next thing, like just staying with that job because it's comfortable. I'm also afraid of continually working at Lauren Without Fear for hours and hours and hours and never seeing it turn into my career. This is a little bit less of a fear for me because I believe wholeheartedly that this will become my career. I really truly believe that one way or another. My career is going to be self-made and online, but I'm afraid of the financial hardship that comes along with this process of trying to get it to that point. The only reason I'm scared about it right now, because we're not in any kind of like serious financial hardship, is just because of the debt that we incurred from moving. We've been making enough every month to comfortably pay rent, comfortably stock the house with whatever food we want, get craft beer, but we've only been chipping bit by bit at this debt. We haven't been able to make any big chunks in it. And that's what's scaring me. Because I know that having debt comes to bite you in the butt later on. And so it's kind of been something that we were hoping to have kind of figured out before the end of the year. Have all paid off before the end of the year. And I know it's possible, but I'm so afraid. Every day that goes by since I've started applying for jobs, I've been afraid of how I'm going to contribute to this lifestyle of ours. I'm basically just questioning everything, questioning the next step I should take. I'm definitely dealing with a bit of depression today. As soon as I woke up, I just felt really like hopeless and like, what's the point? So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm sorry this doesn't have like a happy ending to this conversation. And this is, wow, I've been filming for 17 minutes now, but I felt it was important to share with you guys that I am afraid and I've been struggling a lot lately. And I think a lot of that actually stems from being really impatient. I'm a pretty impatient person. I think a lot of anxious people are. I expect myself to accomplish goals like that. So when things take a long time, really stresses me out and makes me feel like I'm not doing a good enough job or like I'm just a loser and I don't know what I'm doing. So I know I need to practice being patient, but it's really hard. So today what I'm going to focus on in my work is my website, because it's been something I've been meaning to do for a long time, and I've seen a huge influx in traffic to my website between the last few months, and this past month, July, was a huge month, and I know August is going to be a big month too. There's a lot of people who are going to China right now. A lot of people go in the fall and the spring, but especially the fall. So I know there's a few things I can do with like Facebook ads, Pinterest ads, and then also getting my website looking like a perfect portal for someone who is like headed to China. Basically, I'm going to temporarily turn Lauren Without Fear into like a China travel hub landing page type thing, because I know that that will help me financially. But I'm pretty stressed out about like how little I am contributing, even though now that I really think about it and I say that out loud, last month I actually made the same amount I would have made if I were working at the radio station still. So I think I'm being too hard on myself. I want you guys to comment below if you feel comfortable with whatever you've been fearing the most lately. What's that fear that you've been having circular thoughts about? Sometimes for me, it gets as dark and as like intense as fearing death. Right now for me, it's definitely that financial stability stuff. But yeah, comment below. What have you been afraid of lately? Everyone deals with fear. It's more about the way we handle the fear that's important. I'm doing my best to handle the fear that I have for my current situation. I don't have a whole lot to like conclude on that right now. Like I don't know exactly how I'm going to go about dealing with this, but I will keep you updated. How is it possible to work all day and still feel like you did nothing? That's how I've been feeling for the last like 2 freaking months. I feel like I haven't done anything. I'm so frustrated because there's so many things that I know I need to do, and some of them are like personal things like cutting my hair. And of course, cutting my hair is not going to take priority over trying to make money from my blog. So my hair is just like poop. I need to go shopping for new leggings, but I don't want to because I'm like, oh, I could save that money and put it towards a new camera. So I just keep wearing these leggings that have holes in them. I'm feeling really stressed today, very fearful, overwhelmed, distracted, basically every adjective that you don't want when you work from home, or just really ever. Also, my dog is not very happy with me, which, I'm not gonna lie, not the top priority at the moment. He gets so lonely during the day and I feel kind of bad, but he does go on a walk every day and he gets lots of attention and sleeps in our bed, and that can't be said for other dogs, so. I don't have enough hours in the day right now, so I'm not going to be cutting my hair today, but I am going to be making a delicious dinner. Let me show you what I'm making. We've got some cheddar cheese roasted garlic bread. These are the half-baked Idea Trader Joe's loaves, so they're like literally half-baked, and then you finish baking in your oven, so it's like fresh, delicious bread. Alongside that, we are going to have some garlic and herb chicken sausage, and I'm going to cook up an entire bag of spinach, and I might actually do a bag and a half. Spinach cooks down to nothing. You can eat so much of it when you cook it. And I think the reason a lot of people don't like cooked spinach is just because they overcook it. But yeah, so that's what we're having for dinner. I have to pee, I just realized. I feel like I can't like control my time. That's the thing. I've just felt really out of control. I feel like I'm not in control of anything, and I haven't accepted that yet. That's like anxiety in a nutshell, basically, isn't it? Anyways, I have talked for way too long today. Tomorrow I'm either going to cut my hair, or I'll give you guys some lost footage from Nanjing. There are a few Nanjing footage videos in the works about some of my favorite places in Nanjing, and I love when you guys message me and tell me that you've just moved to Nanjing. Shout out to, I believe her name is Angela. She messaged me on Facebook and let me know she's in Nanjing and sent me a picture and everything. I was like, Ma, tell me everything. Like, I want to relive my experiences through you. So yeah, that was really exciting and fun. I think I need need to do like some meditation or something, you guys. We're gonna make it. I hope I haven't like dampened your day in any way. I just want to be really open and vulnerable with you guys because I know that me sharing my story helps you guys as well. And we'll see how I make it through this. Feel like I'm losing my mind. So if you feel that way too, know that you're not alone. Also, if you want to join the Fearless Fam community, so if you want some community backing you up on your weirdness, I have a link to that down below always. We support each other and encourage each other, and it's just a really good community. So if you want to be a part of that, go click the link down below. I will try to accept your request as soon as possible, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching this vlog. I'm like so hesitant to end it because I feel like it's going to be really painful to edit tomorrow, and I'm sorry. Okay, bye.